Hey YouTube! Hey YouTube, hey YouTube, hey YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today, like I said last week, I'm going to try to be consistent and put out 2 videos a week. And the topic, I wrote down the topic that I want to talk about. The topic that I want to talk about today is the biggest way you could speed up the process to get to your goal. Like the biggest way you could speed up the process to get to your goal. Like the biggest way that if you have a goal and you have a destination and there's somewhere that you're supposed to be, or there's somewhere that you want to be, you have a destination you're trying to reach. The fastest way to get there is to, drum roll please, is to have a plan. When you have a plan, you can get there faster. Like, you know the steps. You don't just have a goal, but like you know the steps to get there. Fastest way to get to your goal is to have a plan. You have to like know the steps to get there. You don't have to know every step, but if you don't know, research it. What it takes to get there, what are the steps, what are the things that you have to do. But the biggest way to get to where you're trying to go is to have a plan. That's the fastest way. Because you know what you have to do. You know I have to do this, and this to get there. And now you have to do is like execute. And I'm not saying everything is going to be easy after that. Because there's going to come obstacles in your way, challenges, problems. It's going to try to prevent you. But that's the fastest way. You have to have a plan. Example. Say you want to be a graphic designer. And you may not know all the steps. Maybe your first step is to research it. Or let's just say, for example, maybe you want to be a graphic designer and maybe you say, you break it down into steps. You say, one of your steps could be, I'm going to find out which softwares graphic designers design to design their logos and stuff. I'm going to find out the software to design. I'm going to find the software that graphic designers use. Secondly, I'm going to practice and I'm going to learn I'm going to learn the tools in this software. Like for example, maybe you found out that Canva or Adobe Photoshop are like some of the graphic design softwares, and now maybe you want to go on YouTube and watch a tutorial on how to use the tools in that software, and you want to practice. Like just have a plan. Like if you have a goal to lose weight, you may want to have a plan. Like have a plan. I'm going to drink this amount of water each day. I'm going to exercise this long. I'm going to get this many steps, 10,000 steps in a day. Just have a plan. The biggest way to get to your goal and the fastest and most effective way is to have a plan, because you could have a destination where you're trying to go, but if you don't know how you're going to get there, even the first step, you don't have to know all the steps, but if you don't know the first step, then, I mean, that's the fastest way. That's the fastest way. Think about like when you're in a car and you know where you're going, you put in your destination in your GPS. You put in the destination to your GPS, and your GPS gives you directions on how to get there. That's your plan of how to get there. But yeah, the fastest way, if you want to get to your goal, which there's no overnight process. There's no, like, you can't just snap your finger and be there. But I'm just saying the fastest way, if you want to get to your goal, the fastest way to get there is to make a plan, is to have a plan of how you're going to reach it. And yeah, and remember, it's not an overnight process, but yeah, have a plan, make a plan. That's the fastest way to get there. And thank you. Have a blessed day.